I honestly don't believe people sometimes. I didn't think that Stop Killing Games was a movement that really could be disagreed upon by gamers. And yet, Saul and the Philip DeFranco show that Pirate Software is against it. And I'm just confused. I'm really confused by it. Um, I like bewildered. It is so strange to me when people go against consumer protection and protecting their rights just as a person. And it's so very strange. Now, there are some points that Pirate Software, I'm pretty sure that's the name. I'm pretty sure. I didn't bother to look it up. Sorry, whatever. You know, this idea that, okay, some people could abuse the system and, really demolish a game so they can take over the servers and make money on their own thing. Okay, that might be a problem. Adjusting the game so it could be, used beyond, the support time. Okay, that's an issue. But just this idea that we shouldn't do it because there might be issues, it blows my mind. It really does. Just people acting not in their best self interest it's crazy, and I know sometimes I do it, but companies are removing things that we buy. This to me falls on the same line as right to repair, and I don't get why people don't all support that too. Like, I paid for this phone. This phone, this backing here, I just put this on. It was cracked, it was destroyed, and if we don't have these protections for us consumers, I wouldn't have been able to do that. And you know, I like owning the things that I buy. I expect them to be used within reason for a reasonable amount of time. And when companies are just, getting rid of games within months because they're not doing so well, people paid. People paid. You should get your money's worth. And it really just, it bothers me. It, it, not everything has a solution right away. Stop Killing Games movement is trying to bring to light this idea that, hey, people are paying for licenses to play a game. They're expecting to play that game for however long. Some people might play a game for 5 minutes. I know I've done that. And I still play Diablo, the first Diablo, because I have a disc and a computer with a CD-ROM. I play it and I will continue to play it. I still play a lot of those games that are, I paid for a long time ago. So you can't companies can't just get rid of that. And it's crazy to think, oh, it's hard, so we shouldn't even try. And that's kind of what I'm getting the feeling by, again, pretty sure it's Pirate Software, is saying, like, oh, it's going to be a burden. Okay, what in life isn't a burden? Like, if something's going to be tough to do, we should not try. We should always try. There's this great line in Hickman's run of Fantastic Four where Franklin is scared to jump and fly, and his dad's like, hey, failure is okay. We can accept failure. It's not trying that's the problem. And that's kind of what it feels like these days. And especially in the tech industry. Like, they're trying to become more and more, planned obsolescence. More and more like, hey, the consumer has to rely on buying something new rather than getting it fixed. And this idea that we don't own anything. And I know we're going to an all digital future. I know I've promoted Game Pass. I get that, but it's just not right that we don't own what we pay for. Like, I have paid for these games. Nintendo is one that pisses me off so much with their eShop, and this really like, hey, I bought a lot of things for the Wii. I can't access those games anymore. I bought a lot of things for the 3DS, for the DS. For the most part, can't access those games anymore. I'm seeing online people trying to switch over to the Switch 2. Like, Switch 1, Switch 2, losing game data. And there has to be some repercussions for that. And that's kind of what the start of Stop Killing Games was. Like, hey, we paid for it. We should be able to use it. And it just truly, truly blows my mind that people would take the side of companies that are hurting their customers. It blows my mind that people, just because something might be hard, sometimes there will be problems with finding the solution that we shouldn't even try at all. And those are both unacceptable in my view. Like, we need more consumer protections. We need, I can't believe it, as conservative as I am, we need this is something that the government needs to actually regulate. Like, we as consumers, yes, we could stop buying. We could stop buying, but trying to get that large of a group to stop buying, that's tough. That's really tough. I heard so many people say, hey, not going to buy the Switch 2. Nintendo sucks. They do kind of suck. They're becoming the Apple of the gaming industry. They still went on about it. They still went on about it. Pokemon, Game Freak and Pokemon, the Pokemon company, they have not put out a banger in years. Like, they have never fixed, Scarlet and Violet. Did we pay $60 for a broken game? No, we expect it to work. And they're not the only company. Like, so many games are coming out broken that we are paying for, and there are no repercussions. And this was supposed to be the first step of those repercussions. Like, okay, we paid for it. Cool. We understand you can't support it forever. Allow it to be open so that we can, as the community, can do something about it so we can make it playable. And yeah, it was the start of the discussion. EU is a great place. If I lived in the EU, I'd be signing the petition. I'd get it up to that million because it's only at like 500,000. I wish I could sign it. I really do wish I could sign it right now. I'm all about, like, hey, let's be able to do what we can with the stuff we buy. Like, I'm just tired of the e-waste. I'm tired of being bled dry for money, for paying for things that I've already paid for. Yeah, it's insane. It really is. Like, I just can't believe that anyone would be against stop killing games, just as an idea, as a principle. There are logistics to be worked out, and I know other creators, like, what was it, Moist Critical, Asmongold, going off about how disrespectful that guy was. No, just on principle. Like, I don't see how you can. I can never understand how people can shill for ideas that are just completely wrong. Just completely wrong. Like, corporations are not your friends. They're not people. In the United States, the way it works is, there's probably millions of investors. Technically, there's only 3 big groups that control 95%. Thanks, Bernie Sanders, for bringing that up on the Joe Rogan podcast. I'm not in the business of helping them out. I'm really not. And if you're going against this idea that, ownership means nothing anymore, what the hell? What do you gain? What do you actually gain from that? Oh, just off the top of my head, watching the WAN show last week, and TeamViewer removed the perpetual license. And if you watch Linus, you know that whole history. Paying thousands of dollars for a perpetual license, and it's just being revoked. Like, no, words do mean things. Like, you have to provide, some solution to these issues. Like, if someone paid you money for something, they're expected to be actually own it, own the license to use it. Come on, people. These are your rights. This is what should be a given. Like, you buy something, you own it. It's supposed to work. If it doesn't work, you can return it for a refund. Like, you wouldn't expect this from a screwdriver. You wouldn't expect this from, I don't know, your TV. Like, you don't license your TV. You own it. So, Yeah, that's just my ramblings on this. Tell me what you think. Honestly, tell me what. I just, and if you're in the you see this, go support Stop Killing Games. Just get the conversation on the table with the lawmakers. Just do that. All right. Till next time. Bye.